The way they burst onto the scene in the mid 90s, the way they revolutionized wrestling, their cool gimmick, they're black and white. They're not, taking out anybody who comes near them, trying to take over WCW completely, even have their own pay-per-view, which was held in Cedar Rapids. The production value, everything about it was truly the chef's kiss. And unfortunately, as I mentioned previously, the faction they took on way too many members. It got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you try to split it into red and black, black and white. You try to do NWO Japan and all this other stuff, and it became too much, and it imploded. They tried to reinvent themselves and relaunch it a couple times, and it worked for a little bit, but then it petered out, with the last iteration being when Vince brought in NWO in 2003, I believe it was, basically saying, he was tired of his company and he was going to kill it by injecting it with a dose of poison. Spun around in his chair and had the NWO logo spray painted on the back, but then you had Hogan, Hall, and Nash. They were the only 3 at the time NWO members that came over, and they did their little thing. But again, didn't last all that long, unfortunately. And to me, as I said, if markings of a good faction is longevity, first and foremost, it's got to be something that can stand the test of time. And it can't get too big for its britches. It can't have too many members. Too many cooks spoil the pot, as they say. And in the faction world of wrestling, that is very, very true.